Chapter 11 Part E इधर रुपिंदर एक ना न्याणा भज्जा भज्जा जांदा अपनी मम्मी कोल कहंदा मम्मी भी तुम अच्छा गल पुछा कि कहंदे हाँ जी पुछ पुत्त की गल कहंदे माम भी जे मैं दरख्त तो डिग पावां ते जे मेरी कमीज फट गई ते जां लत्त टुट गई तां तुसीं केड़ी चीज़ पसंद करोगे भी केड़ी चीज़ नूं तुसीं छड्ड दिओगे मामा कहंदी पुत्त ते लत्त क्यों टुटे कमीज फट जाए कोई गल नहीं तो कहना ओके मामा फिर मेरी कमीज फट गई क्वेश्चन नंबर 17 The Law and Equity Act contains provision for the unilateral removal. So unilateral means one-sided waiver by a party of a condition precedent. Which one of the following is not one of the requirements? So I will not. So sometimes when we buy property we put a conditions there, provided the seller build a basement, provided the seller does the cleanup, provided the seller remove the garbage, right? So those conditions we put there. Those unilateral mean one-sided. They can remove it even when we write a subject to inspection, but sometimes we still complete the property without getting those things done. So that means unilateral. So number one, the condition present has been satisfied. So if the condition has been already satisfied, so then you don't need to make a requirement. So answer is number one. The condition precedent benefits only that party to the contract. So how the word benefit only. If I write subject to the property inspection, it means it only benefits the buyer. If the buyer does the inspection, so he find out the defects. So basically it only benefits the party which insert. That's true. Number two, number three, the contract is capable of being performed without fulfillment. So how being performed without fulfillment of the condition precedent. It means you can remove that subject without getting that thing done. For example, if the buyer says subject to property inspection, and the buyer can still remove the subject without getting the inspection done. So that's true. 4. Where time is stipulated, mean where time is mentioned. So how time. For fulfillment of the condition precedent, the waiver is made before the time stipulated. If I say do the inspection within a week, so it means the buyer has to do the inspection within a week. So that's true. So the answer number is 1. And then we go to the question number 18. Which of the following action will protect a vendor from an insincere purchaser? So highlight insincere purchaser. When a condition precedent is inserted in contract of purchase and sale. Number 1, stated time limit. So highlight that. So that's true. Number 2, talk to the purchaser to ascertain. Ascertain means make sure. Talk to the buyer whether he is serious to buy. Third, insert a clause. Insert a time clause requiring the purchaser to use his best offer to remove the condition. So put a time clause like 1 week, 72 hours, whatever. So all of the above. Answer is 4. And then we go to the question number 19. Where a purchaser makes an offer to purchase land and does not pay a deposit. So contract can still be formed without a deposit. So answer is 3rd. A contract will be formed on acceptance without existence of a deposit. So the number 1 was acceptance by vendor will not form a contract. The salesman should pay $1 from pocket. That's false. Answer is 3rd. You can make a contract without a deposit. So then we go to question number 29 from 19. Which of the following is not a requirement to enforce for an enforceable contract of purchase and sale? Number 1, deposit. You can make a contract without a deposit. So number 1. We go to 35 from there. Which of the following statement about deposit is false? Which is number 1. Binding contract or purchase and sale cannot be formed unless offer is accompanied by a deposit. That's false. You can make a deal without a deposit. B. Where an offer is presented with a deposit check after banking hours, so after banking hour, the offer is refused by the vendor before the bank open, the deposit check may be returned. That's true. If the deal is not done and after banking hour you can return the check rather than depositing in a trust account. So that's true. Third, an agent hold deposit as a stakeholder. That's also true. Agents are not allowed to wait until the offer is accepted before depositing the deposit check in the agent's trust account. That's also true. So 100 not allowed, and 35 is one. And then we go back to the question number 20. When the agent receives a deposit in a typical real estate transaction, he holds it as a stakeholder, as a third party. The answer is 4. Number 21. What is a time clause or 72-hour clause? So answer number 4. It refers to the length of the time the other party has to remove a condition precedent once the clause is initiated, invoked when initiated. That's true. It's number 4. This one I have given you example already. Basically mean if I say I'll buy a home provided I sell my home, so then the seller can insert a condition that 72-hour clause. Within 72 hours, if they get a better offer, I rather remove the subject, otherwise they will sell to somebody else. So answer is 4. And then we go to 22. 22 we have done already, and then we go to 23. Condition precedent are usually included in contract of purchase and sale to protect the purchaser. However, since condition precedent can also be abused by buyer, so how abused by buyer. A vendor must be protected when a condition precedent is being included in a contract of purchase and sale. Which of the following additions to the contract of sale and sale is not a valid method of protecting a vendor's interest? So how not a valid method? So basically, in order to save the seller from the buyers, so you insert these conditions. Number 1, specified time within which the condition must be removed can be included. So highlight specific time, so you put a time limit. So that's true. Clause requiring property condition disclosure statement, that's false. Highlight property condition disclosure statement. This one you write in the listing agreement, in the listing, not in the purchase and sale. So that's false. Third, a covenant mean a condition, a restriction, so you can highlight put there. So that's true. Can be inserted stating that purchaser will use his best effort to satisfy the specific condition, so put a restriction there. That's true. Fourth, time clause can be included, so that's also true. So answer is true. And that's it for this part.